Probably of the week, well, probably the game of the year right now here, starting in week 8, was the number 5 team in Dave Campbell's rankings, the Sinton Pirates. They traveled up to face the Cuero Gobblers. And this one, after Cuero lost last week 57-56 to Rockport Fulton, how would they respond in this matchup? Well, let's take a look here at the highlights here for this contest. And again, for the Cuero Gobblers, this was a team that we looked at. They're trying to respond after Rockport Fulton game. Then we look at a team like, again, for Sinton. And again, right now, it doesn't look like we have the highlights here. Actually, there we go, popped up the highlights there for the Cuero Gobblers. Like I mentioned, both of these teams right now, again, for both things, are big-time matchups. This is probably, like I said, one of the big-time games to watch for the year. We start off with a big-time play. Jackson Marie finding, guess who? His favorite target in the matchup, Walker Dietz, for a touchdown. But Sinton, Jane Trevino and company, how about this? The sack on the defensive side. We didn't see a lot of defensive plays from Cuero there last week, but tonight they get some big-time plays when they needed to. But the problem is, when you got a player like Micah Green, 206 yards rushing that he kind of had going into this game, he gets a touchdown. And then Marie, how about this throw? I mean, threw a bucket to get a big-time play there for the Gobblers. And again, they score there. It's a big-time play. That's Dazion Bonner. Probably Dazion Bonner getting the big-time play before the halftime. Jackson Marie would make some other big-time plays. But in this contest, I mean, we went back and forth. It took two trying to get an onside kick for Cuero to find a way to get the victory. The final score in this contest here between both of these teams, between Sinton and Cuero, 56-55. How about this? I mean, I mentioned it's going to be high scoring going into this matchup, and it lived up to expectations. Big time there for the Cuero Gobblers. They now head on their bye week with a lot of confidence now for this team. They now go 1-1. They go at Ingleside after their bye week, and then they finish off against a very 6-1 Robstown team that is very talented out of the Corpus area.